So I want to talk about three things that I've learned since I've been in business. I mean, I've been in business for over a decade. So I've run multiple different businesses, ranging from clothing companies, ranging from selling products on eBay and buying wholesale stock, storing them in warehouses and all sorts, right? To then go onto property and business and personal development coaching. So there's three major things that I've learned from this process. And if you can take these things on board, whether you're a new entrepreneur, whether you've been doing it for a while, but you still don't feel like you've learned much if that is the case. First things first is always be learning, always make sure you're growing, right? Because no businessman is perfect, no businesswoman is perfect. There's always room for improvement. So no matter how well you are doing or think that you're doing, don't ever stay stagnant. Point number two is you can't please everyone. You can't please everyone, no matter how much you try. So, whether you offer a product or service, usually the service part is the one where you have an expectation of what the service you need to provide. When it's a product, it's kind of is what it is on the tin. A service, you're selling them something that you're going to do for them, as opposed to a product. Here's the product. You can set realistic expectations. I highly recommend doing that instead of overinflating the expectations, because that's only going to come to bite you in the arse. But if you set a realistic expectation, if you follow through on that expectation, trust me when I say this, what I've learned is you're still not going to please everyone. There's still going to be people moaning. There's still going to be people not happy. For example, I run an Airbnb business, as you'll see more on videos that I drop on this channel. We provide Airbnbs to guests, and quite simply put, people, when it's a fantastic experience, people just hardly leave a good review. But when it's a bad experience, guess what they do? They're on there straight up and leaving a crap review. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is just English people. I don't know. However, make sure that you do the best that you can. Always live up to the expectations you've set. And other than that, people will be people. If you get crap reviews, if you get people moaning from the expectations that you're delivering on, it literally is what it is. You can't tell people to be happy. The fact of the matter is people are just going to not be happy in some situations. So have that expectation, understand that expectation, and then you can just do you. And point number three is always be the best you. So it's kind of linked to the first point, but in terms of always be growing, always be learning, first point. Third point is be the best you. A fantastic, tangible method that I've used and that I highly recommend is basically writing down all the characteristics on one column, all of the emotions on another column of the person that you want to be, right? So that the person that you will be, the person that you see yourself as, for example, in 5 years. Who is that person that you want to be in 5 years? And if you write down the characteristics and the emotions of that person, what you can then do is start to implement those two columns on a daily basis, whether that means reading them every day or multiple times a day. Okay, what are the characteristics of the person that I want to become? Read them off. And then if you start to internalize them and digest them on a daily basis, guess what happens? You start to become it. And then you'll also notice that you'll be that person a lot faster than 5 years. So highly recommend that to end this video. Get your characteristics on one column, your emotions on another column. So mine, for example, is you've got to think big, right? So a multi-millionaire business owner, happy with all the rest of it, fulfilled most importantly. And I'll start to list all the characteristics of what a multi-millionaire businessman is. And then the emotions of that multi-millionaire business person. So, characteristics, assertive, confident, emotions, level-headed, so there's a long list. Write the list of what you're looking for in your life, the best version of yourself, implement and digest them, start to live it, and then you'll notice massive results.